At LAR3ZX, it seems like your Sound Alerts browser source is offline. Make sure you've implemented the source correctly in OBS.
When players start producing, especially early in their career, fans can't help but compare them to MLB stars of the past and present, trying to get a comp. Ken Griffey Jr., the Hall of Famer, joins me. Ken, how hard is it to compare and predict who these players could become?
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has AAA baseball for you. It's the Louisville Bats taking on the Iowa Cubs.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Cubs.
Just about ready to roll, and on the hill in this one, Cade Horton.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
So digging in, Mo Pacheco. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That one ripped. Beasley going back some more, and caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
Hey, nobody out
and
now.
at first, stepping in, Miles Mastrobuoni.
Miles Mastrobuoni.
On the ground, right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Batting first, the second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Mo Pacheco.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Wide out to the warning track.
This to center field. Davis moving under it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. A big run scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner.
Now
Miles Mastrobuoni getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. In plenty of time to first, and he's out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's a big power threat. Mo Pacheco. He's 0 for 1.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Into left center for a base hit.
Pick up the ball.
Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And now, Matt Mervis, 1 for 2. To the right side, McAfee fires over to first. That is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 5. The Cubs out front 4-2. Edwin Rios here, 1 for 3. Left-hand batter waits. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes.
So up next, Bradley Beasley. The 2-1. To short, could be 2. Pacheco tossed to second, now to first, and it's a double play.
The batter, the third baseman, Chase.
Back here at the ballpark, now it's the shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
Mo Pacheco.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. There's a strike. Ball 1 there.
2 strikes. Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there.
That smash towards center. Davis makes the grab, and there's 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself. Key to this game was that huge 6th inning. They jumped all over the opposing pitching, and it was like they knew what was coming. And that kind of confidence just takes a team to the finish line, and that's what they did.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. AAA action coming at you on the show. It's the Louisville Bats taking on the Iowa Cubs. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your Iowa Cubs.
Just about set to go now. And on the mound today, Braylon Marquez. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Mo Pacheco. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Pacheco.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Next offering is downstairs. And now 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
One down, base is empty. Good eye right there. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
One time, need you right here.
3-2 on the way. And there's ball 4.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boo. Were we supposed to bring something?
Singy, I think just our presence is the present. Now it's the DH, number 94. Struck out swinging his first time. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. Didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging. Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn.
Runner on the go. Bounce to the right side. Now the throw to first on the run. Out number 3. So they move out. Here's Nick Madrigal. 0 for 1 so far. The pitch. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. The Bats have the lead 4-1. And now Mo Pacheco. He's 0 for 1.
Mo Pacheco.
And there's a foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner touches second, headed for third, but no throw, and they'll have runners at the corners with 1 out.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
1 away, runners at second and third. And next will be the cleanup hitter, number 94, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Second and third here, 1 away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Puts the squeeze on it. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 5-2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Number 24, the next to hit.
24, Nicholas Northcutt.
At the belt and fires. Popped up. Mervis pulls it down, and that's the inning. So 1 run on. Welcome back. Now the number 2 hitter, Bradley Beasley.
The right fielder, Bradley Beasley.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Madrigal. Up the middle, Pacheco. To first, play is made, 2 out.
Well, on the mound, very
Now
efficient,
batting,
able to
third
produce an
baseman,
outcome, it seems like, within the
Edward.
3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
So digging in, Nick Madrigal. Ground ball could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. On to first, double play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Edward Rios.
Go ahead run on base at the plate. Mo Pacheco, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Next offering is fouled back.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
And here it comes. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. And welcome back. And now the right fielder, Bradley Beasley. Bracho back to work. Swing and a pop-up. Pacheco has this one sized up. And there's 1 down. 1 down. Nick Madrigal will hit next.
Hey, you got one.
0-2 now. This one popped up. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the third baseman, Edward.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's the strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Hey, drive him in. No one better right here.
Righty delivers. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score. And that's a double.
Now batting, designated hitter, Christian Encarnacion Strand.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Number 94 digs in now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he...
And that one is lifted in the air. Racing, makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Now batting,
So 2 on with 2 away. Now the third baseman, number 24. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strike.
Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure.
our final line score. First for the victorious Iowa Cubs, 7 runs on 14 hits, 1 error. They left 16 men on base. For the Bats, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base.
Hello and welcome to Franco Park, AAA baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Louisville Bats taking on the Iowa Cubs.
And now, please welcome your
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Cubs.
All right, first pitch coming up. And towing the slab, Caleb Killian. Singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Pacheco.
Hey, stay hot now, kids. Stay hot up there.
Killian back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And there's a ball.
Well, early in this ball game, down by 4 runs, you've got to try to get a run back and just look at taking at least one an inning. Before you know it, you'll be tied up.
The throw to first. One out in the second. First and second, one out. Now here is Mo Pacheco. He's 0 for 1. First offering misses the mark.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. It's in and out of his glove.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors. Free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning. And that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
Now it's the right fielder, Austin Hendrick. Doubled in his first AB. On the ground, right side, diving, and he can't make the play. 1 run's in. Now a second crosses the plate. Tie ball game, 4-4.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And here is number 24. Flied out his first time. 3-0 down. And they're all loaded up.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
And next is the designated hitter, number 94. Grounded out his first time up.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
3-2. Popped up. And the infield fly rule call.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michelle Triana.
So up next, Michelle Triana. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
On the ground to the left. They take the force out. That ends the frame. So they get 4 in the inning and have it evened up again. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. And we are tied 4-4. No outs.
Now
runner
batting,
at first.
third baseman.
Chase Strump getting ready to hit.
Strump.
And a 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. And it gets by him. Now it's the second baseman, Sergio Alcantara.
Hey, come on, boys. You got to hold him right here.
On the ground, out to short. And that is the inning. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Cubs have the advantage, 5-4. Mo Pacheco now at the plate.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Right side. Velasquez under it. He's got it. Runner tagging for third. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So a runner at third, 2 men out. Number 24 will hit next.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a ball popped up. Ball makes the catch. Inning over. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs with the lead 5-4. Now Chase Strump.
Really good piece of hitting last time going to the opposite field.
And the pitch. Base hit and a run in to score. Here's the throw to the plate. Runner from second scores as they add on. And it's 8-4.
4 hits in a row, and
Now
Nelson Velasquez, the next to hit. And the right-hander deals. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Pacheco. Quickly to second for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. And now it's going to be Bradley Beasley. The 1-1. Hit weakly on the ground. Pacheco. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. 5 innings complete. The Cubs. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mo Pacheco. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
And nice and patient. Get your pitch.
High in the air, out to right. Velasquez in position. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2.
Now batting.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now the right fielder, Nelson Velasquez. Kicks and fires. Out to short. Throws to first. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Cubs out front 12-7. And now the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. And there's the strike.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
That misses. And it's a ball and a strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Senzel, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him. And that is that. So the batting order turns over. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. 0-1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Pacheco to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, they're guys that
13-8 is your final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has AAA baseball for you. It's the Louisville Bats taking on the Iowa Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Jordan Holloway. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate. And that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And first offering is fouled off. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Next pitch in the dirt. Going to count 1-2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Just missed. The pitch. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. Mastroboni drifts towards it. Squeezes it. Out. Number 2.
That was a good pitch to hit.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Bradley Beasley. On the ground. Slings to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first.
Well, but we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infield.
And now the DH, Bryce Ball.
Bryce Ball.
Easy out, plays it first.
On the ground to short. Over to first. 2 gone now.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go.
Now
2 outs, nobody on. Mo Pacheco now at the plate. He popped out his first time. Pacheco bats left, throws right, only 18 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2023. And that one fouled off. Pitch misses. 1-1. Top of the 3rd, no score. In the air, left field. Beasley settles underneath it. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's going to be Mo Pacheco. And the right-hander back to work. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, this group of hitters finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Liner snagged at first. And now the center fielder, Brennan Davis. 1 for 2. Anderson ready to work. Line drive, base hit. Ball headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's 1-0.
Such great concentration.
And here is Mo Pacheco.
Hey, no one better, right here.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And he deals. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.
Hitting the ball to the...
A coach offers a player pointers on his development.
And we welcome you to Green Valley Stadium. AAA action coming at you on the show. It's the Omaha Storm Chasers taking on the Louisville Bats.
Ladies and gentlemen,
First pitch coming your way next.
Louisville Bats.
All right, just about ready for baseball. And towing the slab in this one, number 34. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it. Here's Nick Pratto. The 0-1. And here's a slow roller. Good feed. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Here's a big power threat. Mo Pacheco. This guy with light tower power.
Pacheco.
Ball one, no strikes.
Get your pitch up there, huh?
Fouled off. He was late. Misses outside, and it's 2-1. And fires in a fastball at 95. Next pitch off the plate, and that's ball 3.
Find some green, baby. Find some green.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there.
And now it's Matt Duffy. 1 for 1 with a single so far. 0-1 now. Bounce to the left side. Pacheco. Zips it across. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
The first baseman, Nick.
Now it's the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Here's a strike. Pacheco measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he was a third-round pick in 2023. Now a screamer into the outfield. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind.
And now the first baseman, Nick Pratto.
Nick Pratto.
And a pitch. Out to short, Pacheco. Tosses to first, 2 away now.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
So digging in, Mo Pacheco.
Shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball to left.
Go hard, go hard,
Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. He's in safely at second as a run scores.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Number 24 will hit next.
Number 24, Nicholas Northcutt.
Pacheco at second with 2 down. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They get a run. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carter Jensen. He's already homered in this game. Ball to strike. The pitch. Bounced out to short. Pacheco. They get the force. Third out. Nothing across. No hits. No errors. And 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Storm Chasers have the lead, 4-1. Here's the second baseman, Matt Duffy, 1 for 3.
Matt Duffy.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. So they make short work of them there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Storm Chasers on top here, 4-1. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now here is Mo Pacheco.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
The pitch. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that ball is gone. His second of the year, and they inch closer. It's 4-2.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So up next, Nick Lofton.
Shortstop, Nick Lofton.
Hey, come on now.
And now the lefty out to short. And it finds its way through for a hit. In there, he's safe. And they take a 2-run lead to the plate, and he's out. Nick Wittgren taking over on the mound.
Comes on looking for his 35th save of the season, and that's a pretty big number. Definitely one of the better closers in the sport this year.
And a pitch. Pacheco in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Around third. He will score, and now they trail by 1. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
No outs, runner at first. And the batter now, number 24.
Hey, your turn, drive in. What's up, bro? Come on, big guy, drive in those runners.
Runner takes off. Hit slowly on the ground. Lofton throws across the diamond. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Christian.
And now number 94.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run. Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
And here's the first baseman, Michelle Triana, trying to deliver as the hero. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Towards first, Prado steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win.
6 runs, 9 hits.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. AAA Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Omaha Storm Chasers taking on the Louisville Bats.
Ladies and gentlemen,
First pitch coming your way next.
Louisville Bats.
Now the catcher up to hit, Freddie Fermin.
Number 34.
Nobody out here. Nobody.
Freddie Fermin.
Right side. And it gets by him.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. And now Mo Pacheco. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The pitch. Swung on, belted. Back there. And it's gone. He blasts one out to right. Third home run of the season. It's 3-1.
That one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Johan Camargo at the dish. He reached on a walk his first time.
Johan Camargo.
On the ground to the left, Pacheco gathers and throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Gentry.
So 2 down. Number 98, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Two outs. Ripped to short. Tosses across to first. And that's the third out. Nothing doing here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Storm Chasers on top. 1 out, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Singled and scored his first time. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it across. Gets the catcher by a step.
The right fielder, number 12. Tucker Bradley.
So Singy, a close play at first, worthy of another look with StatCast.
That was an absolute heater, and you just don't see that type of velocity coming across the diamond every day. Only the best infield arms in baseball reach 90 miles per hour, and he needed all of it to get that out. Bang, bang play.
Welcome back. Leading off, Mo Pacheco.
Shortstop.
Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
Hey, let's go now. You got this.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Hey, get your pitch. Stay through it. Let's go. Drive it.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Hey, see it and drive it, huh?
Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Not even close there. Now 2-2.
baby. See you driving.
Left-hand hitter waits. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Austin Hendrick digs in now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Here comes a pitch. Runner on the go. Next pitch is popped up. And there's a hit. Throw comes in quickly, so even with the runner on the move, he holds it second.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. Now he dives and gets the tag on him, and there's one away.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble when you're down in the...
Here's the left fielder, Tyler Gentry. Gets under it and pops it up. Pacheco has a beat on it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they strand a pair. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Bats with the lead. And welcome back. Well, we go bottom 6, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Nice and patient. Get your pitch.
The right-hander back to work. Now one missed. Pacheco, only 18 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. Late swing, foul to the left. Next pitch inside, 2-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Find the ball.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's a 3-0. Runner on the go. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's the third baseman, number 24.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start in any.
Throws to second for 1. How about that double play?
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Next to hit, number 94. He's already homered here in this one. Pacheco at third with 2 away.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
And a swing and a miss, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. The Bats lead it 4-3. There's Johan Camargo.
The third baseman.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Let's turn it. Come on now.
The pitch. Grounder off the pitcher. Goes to second for 1. Over to first, safe.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Tyler Gentry.
Here's the catcher to hit. Freddie for
The
me.
catcher, Freddie for me.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground, out to short. Fires across the diamond. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 12, Tucker Bradley.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mo Pacheco. He's already homered in this game.
Pacheco.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
First pitch just misses.
All right, one time right here.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. This one's got a chance. That one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 5-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Base is empty,
The
one
batter,
away.
number 50,
Matt Duffy
second
getting
base.
ready to hit.
Matt Duffy.
One down, base is empty. Out to short. Slings it across, and they're down to their last out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nick Pratto.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire
Our
crew, I'm
final
John
line
Shambi saying so long.
First for the victorious Bags, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has AAA baseball for you. It's the Omaha Storm Chasers taking. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill, Andrew Abbott. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he issued way too many free passes this last time out. You can't win at this level if you allow that many base runners. So today, he's got to get strike one, put the hitter on his heels, maybe get some swings and misses, and offset those walks with more strikeouts in this one.
Foul ball.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
Senzel, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Here we go.
The pitch. That one ripped way back there.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The 0-2. And ball 1.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Hey, drive it deep, big dog. Here we go.
And down on strikes he goes. And 2 away now.
Oh, big power
third
guy
baseman.
right there.
Mo Pacheco now at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Hey, boy.
Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fly ball down the line. Number 16 should have this one. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Here's the center fielder, Samad Taylor, 1 for 2. First and second, 2 down. On the ground, Pacheco. They take the force out, and that is the third out of the inning. So they're able to work around a pair of. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
Shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Make the turn.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
2 outs, runner at first. And the batter now, number 24. Pacheco off of first with 2 away.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch. He's going.
Here goes the runner. Ground ball left side. Sends it across the first, and the inning is over. No runs, 1. Man at first. Now it's the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. 1 for 3. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs. Obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
All right, here we go. Get your ribbies.
0-1.
0-1's the count.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Hey, your turn. Drive in right here.
And that one almost got him.
Hey, right guy. No one's better up there, kid.
Ball to strike. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2.
Hey,
1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Runner at first with no outs here.
Looking good. No one better. Come on.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, number 24.
Nicholas Northcutt.
Hey, you be right here. Come on, let's go.
Right-hander kicks, deals. In the air, left field. Number 16 settles underneath it, and there's 1 down.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's the right fielder, Austin Hendrick. Pacheco, the runner at second with 1 away.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Duffy sends it to first. Now only 1 out remaining. Number 94 will hit next.
The designated hitter, Christian Encarnacion.
Here we go.
Just one strike away. This one popped up. And that is the ball game. 4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And welcome in, everybody. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Justin Dunn. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Allowed 10 hits in his last start, and I know they're concerned about his mechanics. Maybe he's giving something away to the other side. Made some adjustments in between starts. Look for him to have a good one today.
And now the shortstop, Nick Lofton.
The shortstop, Nick Lofton.
Here's a 1-2. That's to third. On to first. 2 away.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground. Part of the order coming through now. And with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And it's fouled away.
Right here. Come on now.
1 down, base is empty. Now 1-1. Popped up. Lofton moving under this one. And there are 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Samad Taylor, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Popped up. Pacheco under this one. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So it's no runs on. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's a big power threat. Mo Pacheco.
Mo Pacheco.
The Y to kick the pitch. Smoked on the ground a second. Whips it to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yep, just
base is empty with 2 away. Next to hit, Mo Pacheco. Pacheco, only 18 years old, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. What a stop. Throw to first. Inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the 8th. And now the first baseman, Nick Pratto. Out to short, Pacheco. On the run, throw to first. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Lofton. On the ground to short, Pacheco. Zips it to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
The batter, the first baseman, Nick.
We head to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mo Pacheco.
Mo Pacheco.
And the pitch. They say it went. Whitgren, 31 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2012. Next offering upstairs. That one lifted to left. Gentry under it. One up, one down. And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Omaha Storm Chasers, 4 runs.
And we welcome you to Green Valley Stadium. AAA baseball on MLB The Show. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, number 28. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Checks over to first, back safely. Another throw over, and he's back in that time as well. Senzel off of first with 2 away. Back to first, and again he's back safely. And a pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Oh, 2 now. Up the middle. Takes it to the base for the force out. That ends the inning. So 1 out, nobody on. Number 98 digs in now. 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Pacheco. In plenty of time to first. 2 away.
Batting 7.
Welcome back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Mo Pacheco.
The shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
Cox back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Left-hand batter waits. There's a strike. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Make it happen right now, kid.
Next one misses, and the count's even at 2.
The idea was right, looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
The next offering misses, and it's 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first. And now, number 24. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Cox checks over to first, and he's back. Pacheco gets his lead at first. Nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Luke Maile. And he's already singled in this game. 1-2 now. Runners on the move. Next pitch is popped up. Next is the designated hitter, number 94. Caught looking his first time up. Cox throws over, and he dives back in safely. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Double steal. That one drilled left field. And it one-hops the wall. One run across. Another comes in to score, and they trail by one.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything.
Bottom of the sixth inning at the plate. Mo Pacheco.
Mo Pacheco.
Pacheco measures 6 feet 2 inches, only 18 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Up the middle, Goins. Jump throw across his body. Awesome play there. Man at second with one away. Mo Pacheco now at the plate.
Pacheco.
Right guy, right spot. Leave you up here.
And the first offering is not close.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
That one misses. 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one inside, and now 3-0.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
And a 4-pitch walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now at the plate, number 24. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Cut off. Now a throw home. And he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box.
Now
got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Bounce to third. Whips it across. No shot at the double play with the runners going.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And here is number 94. 1 for 3. 2-2 now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. One runs in. Another comes in to score. That ties it up at 6.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So digging in, Tyler Gentry. Right-handed reliever. On the ground to third. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. And he beats it. He's safe.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Pretty much did the opposite of what you want to do with the pitch on the outside part of the plate like that. Just rolled over, but good hustle down the line and got the infield knock. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
And welcome back. We're in extras here, and now the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
And that's in for a strike. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2. Bullpen activity starting up now. Jackson Kowar getting loose out there. Hernandez warming up as well. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and Misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.
He's receiving an immense honor, maybe one of the largest you can get as a minor league player. He has been named to the MLB Futures Game at the All-Star Game festivities, recognized as one of the very best prospects in the game. MLB Network analyst Carlos Pena joins me now. Carlos, what does it mean for his stature among his peers to be named to the Futures Game?
Oh, this is huge because you're getting recognized. As a matter of fact, the organization and minor league baseball, Major League Baseball is telling you, you have what it takes. And we expect you to become a star in the big league level. That's got to feel good. Having said that, you have to put that behind you and say, okay, let me just keep on going, keep on grinding. Don't bask yourself too much in that glory because there's still some work to be done.
You're out.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has AAA baseball for you. It's the Louisville Bats and the St. Paul Saints. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your St. Paul Saints.
First pitch moments away. Towing the slab in today's game, Randy Dobnak. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Like you can. Come on.
Swing and a base hit.
There you go. Find it. Find it.
Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
Yeah, everything came together for him. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Yeah, you can do it. No
Number
way.
24 getting ready to hit. On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to the bottom of the first. The Bats have the advantage, 1-0. So 2 away with nobody on. And now Gilberto Celestino.
Celestino.
3-2. Out to short, Pacheco. Gets it to first. Inning over. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We head on now to the top of the third. The Bats out front 2-0. Now here is Mo Pacheco. He doubled home a run in his first AB. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Pacheco batting in the cleanup spot. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. And first offering is fouled off.
Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Oh, he hit him.
Perfect.
And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, he's just glad that he got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
Hey, take a cut now. Get your cuts.
The 1-1. Runner on the go. Slow roller up the middle. Sends it to Sabato. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now it's going to be number 94. 0 for 1 so far.
Get your face and get your pitch, huh?
At the belt and fires. Now a pop-up on the infield. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. The Bats out front 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, stepping in, Tony Wolters.
The catcher, Tony Walter.
The 1-2. Bounced out to short, Pacheco. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
Now
Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball.
Man at first with 1 gone. And here is Matt Wallner. He's 0 for 1.
Hey, we got 1 out here.
Tapped up the first base side. Fires to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 4. The Bats with the lead 2-0. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mo Pacheco.
Here we go.
Mo Pacheco.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Two one now. Senzel on at first, nobody out. And a foul ball.
Hey, your pitch.
And here it comes. Back to the mound. And it gets by him. Lead runner around second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now the third baseman, number 24. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout.
That one the other way. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now it's the DH, number 94.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
And the righty deals. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Knocks it down to the hole. In comes the run from third to add on. And it's 4-0. So 2 down, digging in, Mo Pacheco.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
That one drifts inside.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Next offering misses, and the count is 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And it is 2-1.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
There's a swing and a miss. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second.
See it drive it. See it drive it.
2-2 on the way. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Emmanuel Rodriguez will hit next. And the 0-1. Out to short. Pacheco throws to first, gets him easily, ends the inning. Starting, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
Mo Pacheco.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2-0. Just missed.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
And now here is number 24. Senzel at second, Pacheco at first, one gone. Swing and a bouncer. Martin. The throw to first, and they get the out. And now the DH, number 94.
Christian Encarnacion Strand.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Let's go.
Kicks and deals. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
2 outs, bases loaded. Michel Triana, the next to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Bases loaded, 2 down. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Bats. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. AAA action coming at you on the show. It's the Louisville Bats and the St. Paul Saints. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And today on the hill, Chris Paddock. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
The next pitch misses. 1-2 the count.
It's a good take.
That misses. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. And another ball. That one ripped right center field.
Round it.
Bangs off the wall. And he's got a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, number 24.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And the 0-2. On the ground to third. Martin over to first in time. And that is that. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1.
Hey, no one down here.
Welcome back. Bottom of the second. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
The right fielder, Matt Wallner.
Out to short, Pacheco. Tosses to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Emmanuel Rodriguez.
And now the center fielder, Emmanuel Rodriguez. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Up the middle, Pacheco. Tosses to first, and they got him.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Willie.
Back to the top of
Now
the lineup, and
the
stepping
third
in
baseman,
is the speedy Austin Martin. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. The kick, the 3-2. On the ground to the left. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
The left fielder, number 24, Anthony.
Now here is Mo Pacheco. Doubled his first time up. Way high.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
Next pitch is outside. Ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And the right-hander deals. Grounder might be 2. Takes it to the bag. That's 1. Relay to first. Double play.
Very composed play from the shortstop position right here.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Tony Walters up to hit. Abbott back to work. That's a hit. So now back to the top of the order. One gone, runner at first. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Mo Pacheco. 1 for 2. That one is absolutely belted. Rodriguez going back some more. Looking up, pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around.
Now it's the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. Hit on the ground to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the out. 2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. We welcome you inside Oak Street Park. AAA baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Louisville Bats and the St. Paul Saints. First pitch coming your way next.
Your St. Paul Saints.
Just about to get underway, and today's starter, Josh Winder.
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one. Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always.
Runner on the go. Just a weak fly ball this time. Tracks it down for the out. And that's the 2 on with 1 out. And now Mo Pacheco. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. In comes the run from third. It's 2-zip. Save!
Hey, nice rib.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's the third baseman, number 24. He's 0 for 1.
Come on now, get the pitch up there, kid.
Got him looking. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field.
Dig, go hard.
Rodriguez makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mo Pacheco.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Righty to the plate. Chopped on the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. One hit, one left. Last half of the fifth coming up. The Saints on top 3-2. And the batter now, Emmanuel Rodriguez.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Over to second for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We're through 5. The Saints lead it 3-2. This is Willie Castro, the switch hitter batting right.
Willie Castro.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And now the shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
Mo.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that one wrapped foul. One down, base is empty. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. That one off the mark, and the count is 1-2. And misses inside. Oh, and the zone doesn't get the call. Ball 3.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Here you go now. Come on now. One time.
Back to work. 3-2 now. And he walked him.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
One down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, number 24. Righty delivers. And there he goes. And that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The designated hitter, Christian Encarnacion.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Next is the designated hitter, number 94. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Line, and that's a base hit. Pacheco rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's going to be Mo Pacheco. This guy with light tower power.
And things could change quickly here with 1 swing.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The pitch. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Kicks and fires. Called strike right there.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pump it.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Rodriguez makes the play. Here comes the runner from third. And now the runner will score from third on a wild throw.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark. Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
For the bat, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has AAA baseball for you. It's the Louisville Bats and the St. Paul Saints. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Jordan Balazovic. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
So up next, Mo Pacheco.
Come on, big guy. Come on, buddy.
First offering misses the mark.
Hey, stick your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Down and in, moved his feet. Line drive, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next to hit, number 24. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move.
Come on, go
Out
hard.
to
Just go
center.
hard. Go hard.
Rodriguez under it. makes the play, and it's out number 3. Half inning complete. We've got no score. So first and second with 2 outs. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Mo Pacheco. Doubled in his first AB. That's outside, and it's 1-0.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. Here's around third. 1 run is in. Senzel around third. He scores as well, and the lead is up to 5.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Down to third baseman, number 24. Flied out his first time. This to third. Sends it to Sabato. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Now to the bottom of the second. The Bats out front 5-0. And welcome back. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
The right fielder, Matt Wallner.
Here we go, guys. Let's go. Hey, we got no one.
Here's a 2-2. Tapped softly on the ground. Fires to first on the run. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Good fastball in on the hands, makes the swing a little defensive. Jammed him up right there.
Base is full, 2 gone. Now, Mo Pacheco.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Swing, and this one's crushed. No doubt about it. Grand slam. A towering shot to right. Home run number 5 on the season. A 4 spot on the board. It's 11-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
So digging in, Mo Pacheco. He's already homered here in this one. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Next one misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
2-2 now. On the ground, right side. It's through for a hit. McAfee coming home. Throw into third. And he's in safely at third. And a run comes in to score.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's the third baseman, number 24.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go.
And he deals. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Runner in from third to extend their lead. And it's 13-3. Now the tag at third, and they got him. One out, base is empty. Tony Walters up to hit.
Walter.
1-1 now. Out to short. Pacheco. Gets the catcher by a step.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder.
Number 95 now at the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Julian.
The pitch. On the ground. Takes it himself for one. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. The Bats have the lead, 13-3. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Pitch is in there. Strike 1. And there's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
The 2-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, number 95.
Hey, place in one now. 1-1.
Up the middle. Slings to first. That's the inning. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. 8th inning coming up. The Bats out front here. So up next, Will Holland.
Nobody.
And a pitch. On the ground to short, could be 2. To second, there's 1. On to first. Out. Double play. Just got it there in time.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. That's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
So 2 on with 2 away. And now Aaron Sabato, 1 for 2. Is just 1 strike away. On the ground, out to short. On to first. Ball game.
This one was pretty much decided in the 3rd inning. From that point on, all they had to do is play fundamentally sound baseball to secure the win, and they did just that.
A 13-9 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Sometimes dreams do come true.
Oh, I'm getting promoted.
This player is about to get the chance that millions only dream of. The chance to see if he's got what it takes to make it in the show.
He's made it to the show. Jake Peavy, former Cy Young Award winner. What do you recall about putting on that Padres uniform for the first time in 2002?
Well, before putting it on, Roflo, I remember walking into a big league clubhouse for the first time and seeing PV 44 hanging on a locker. In a way, seeing Trevor Hoffman, some future Hall of Famers in this room. Was scared, was excited all at the same time, asking a lot of questions, but ready to prove that I belong at that level.
Oh, man. I was so grateful, so excited. One thing that caught me by surprise is I was extremely nervous playing defense. Like just being out there for the first time in those big stadiums, packed 50,000 fans, playing defense, I was extremely nervous. Yet at the plate, I was able to find my calm. So I had to work on how to control my breathing between the lines.
All that work has paid off. He's finally made it to the bigs.
Listen, nobody's going to sit there and say the kid can't have his day in the sun, mom and dad in the stands, major league debut. But take it easy. The sport is littered with these hot shots who come up, get all excited, maybe even have a couple of decent days, but baseball's 162 games. Cream rises to the top, and then all of a sudden, after 20, 30 games, he fizzles, loses his confidence, and we ship him out of town. Be careful. You're out.
A manager exhorts his team regarding a deficient area of production.
Sandwiched between Mazeroski Way and the Roberto Clemente Bridge. Welcome to PNC Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Here we go, Singy. The fans have been waiting for this Major League debut for a while, and it's finally here. There's a lot of hype around his talent, and now we get to see how that looks at the big league level.
Yeah, this is the kind of game it's going to be shared all over social media later tonight. Baseball fans all across the world are aware of this debut, and we're lucky enough to be at the stadium for it, so I'm excited to see what he's got firsthand. My advice to him would just be to soak it all in. Don't worry about the results. Don't worry about the expectations. Just really enjoy this experience because it only happens once.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. So here's the lefty, Rich Hill. What should we keep an eye on here?
His career ERA has been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Out to short. Throw to first is in time. And a quick out, number 1.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside.
Top half of the third inning, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Mo Pacheco looking for his first big league hit right here. And the pitch. Pacheco. Only 18 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2023. High fly ball down the left field line. Sawinski gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. Man at first with one gone. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Rodolfo Castro. Here's your one. Now a slow roller to second. India. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular.
Go ahead run on base. Here's some real power at the plate. Mo Pacheco hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. This one in the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. The pitch.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Frazier makes the catch, and there's one away.
The center fielder.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. He's 0 for 1. Bounce to the left side. Pacheco. Now the throw to first on the run. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. First and second, 1 out. Now it's the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. That one catches the zone, and that is strike 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next pitch is popped up. One down, runner at first. Mo Pacheco, the next to hit for the Reds. Slapped foul.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Got him swinging. And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton. Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Cincinnati Reds. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, when you just about ready to go on the hill for the Reds, Connor Overton.
Leading off.
Very dominant his last time out. Picked up the win. Only allowed one run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Plesac back to work. Mo Pacheco in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Next pitch is popped up. Rosario in position. Makes the grab, one down. Back here in Cincinnati, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Andres Jimenez. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Here's Jose Ramirez.
Let's go.
Right back to him on the mound. Sends it to first. And Ramirez is set down. Mo Pacheco getting ready to hit. He popped out his first time. That one outside, and that's ball one.
Well, these Reds need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Now 3-0.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
That's in for a strike. And there's ball four.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedl. First time up was a pop out. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one misses, and that'll bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
At the plate, Austin Hendrick. He reached out a walk his first time. A bunt, and it's right in front of the plate. Fires home for one. To first, safe there. So no double play, but they cut down the run at home. Here's a speed threat, Ellie De La Cruz. 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Got to give him a huge amount of credit on the mound right there. Got squeezed a little bit on the pitch right before that one. You know it should have been a strike. Everyone in the building knew that it should have been a strike, but he didn't let it get to him and throw him off his game. Came back with another good pitch for the punch out with the bases.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone! Grand slam! Oh my! So he leaves the yard to left. His 12th of the season, and they take the lead. It's 5-3.
One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam, and that could be a trap sometimes.
One down. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
On the ground, 2 ball. Pacheco fired to second. Ondavado. And they turn it. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Reds 5 and the Guardians 3. Mo Pacheco, the next to hit for the Reds.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
2 outs. Center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. 2 left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Reds 5 and the Guardians 3.
Sometimes you can flip a coin with these short 2-game series, but they came out, they got the first game, and that's all you want to do. You know you're guaranteed a split at this point, but now you got to turn the page and get ready for the next game. Perhaps you get a 2-game sweep.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
For Cleveland, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time at the ballgame, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Cincinnati Reds. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And starting in this one, Luis Cessa. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Mo Pacheco stands in here, takes ball 1 low. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. The next offering misses. Now 2-0. Shane Bieber's control and command some of the best in the game. 2017, the year before he made his big league debut, he struck out 162 batters and walked just 10 across 3 levels of the minors. Also worth noting, his favorite player growing up, Greg Maddux. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ramirez settles under this one. 2-2 now. And now the count filled up 3-2. Bounce to the right, and it goes just foul. The wind of the pitch. And that one in the air center field. Reynolds gets under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We played 2 full. We're tied. Runner at first with 2 away. Mo Pacheco digs in now. 0 for 1 so far.
Pacheco.
That one's in there. It's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Yeah, that ball's hit hard. Good job.
Mo Pacheco with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
First and second, 2 down. Next for Cincinnati, TJ Friedel. The 2-2 now. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right.
1 down. George Valera digs in for the Guardians. His first at bat was a strikeout. The pitch. On the ground to short. Pacheco whips it to first on the run. 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan, the next to hit. Man on second, 2 down. Bounced out to short. Throw over to Votto. Out number 3. Guardians leave 1. Score remains. And now the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. This guy with light tower power. This one chopped to first. Naylor takes it to the bag, and that is the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mo Pacheco, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
1 down, base is empty. And that one cutting but missing down low. Good eye right there. Chris Emmanuel Clase has turned into one of the best closers in baseball, and he's got a nasty cutter. Originally signed by the Padres in 2017, but San Diego traded him to Texas. Eventually, he made his big league debut in 2019, was traded again, this time to Cleveland in the Corey Kluber deal. That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Clase's favorite player growing up was also a closer. He looked up to Mariano Rivera. Left-hand hitter waits. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. In now for the Reds, TJ Friedel. Pacheco leads off first with 1 away. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Safe at second with a stolen base. Now at the plate, Austin Hendrick. He's already homered here in this one. Here comes a pitch. Got him, and that's the ball game. And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew.